Welcome back to the podcast. Today I wanted to share with you guys how I eat and how I specifically stay consistent with my habits and my routines while staying at my parents' all week long. So when most people are away from home, eating different foods, out of their normal routine, they spiral into the all or nothing mentality. Well, since I'm eating differently, I won't bother working out. I'll just sleep in, forget about my morning routine that literally makes me feel so good, and I'll just get back on track once I'm home. My routine's already thrown off, so there's not really a point of eating healthy. I'm not going to bother checking in with my hunger and fullness cues because I'm probably going to overeat anyways. This is the all or nothing mentality that happens to so many people when they are away. Whether it's away for the weekend, whether it's on vacation, whether they're just out of routine. And I used to be that person that would spiral into this mentality. I remember going to my cottage, and Andrew has always been into, taking care of himself and working out. And I remember going to the cottage and he was like, "Do you want to go work out?" And I was like, "I want to relax." And again, there's nothing wrong with I can relax, he can go work out. But I almost got into this mentality, it wasn't a healthy mentality. It was more no, what do you mean? This entire weekend, I'm quote unquote falling off track. So no, I'm not going to work out, and I'm just going to whatever, just probably overeat and probably feel like crap and probably have to come home and restart. That's the all or nothing mentality. And I have completely shifted out of this mindset, and, I have high standards for myself. I don't let being away from home derail me from eating foods that make me feel really good. I don't derail that from making me feel like an unstoppable badass in my own skin and continuing the habits and routines that make me feel so good. The reason I feel so good every single day, the reason I don't binge, the reason that I just feel incredible all the time is because I don't let things outside of me derail me. I don't let, I'm staying at my parents' all week, make me feel like crap. I'm no, I'm still going to feel amazing this week. It doesn't matter if it's a day, 2 days, 3 days, a week. That is a day, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days of your life that you get to feel incredible. You get to take really good care of yourself. You get to feel amazing, regardless of where you are. And I've really adopted that mindset. This is my body. I don't care when other people are eating. I decide when I want to eat. Nobody else can influence that. Nobody can tell me we have to be eating at this time. I decide when I want to eat. So, for example, my parents don't usually eat until about 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. And I get up at 5 a.m. They actually get up pretty early too. Not that early, but they get up pretty early. But you bet I'm going to eat a lot earlier than they are. I'm not waiting until 11 a.m. to eat something. I get hungry earlier on. So whenever I'm hungry, I just eat. There's no second guessing. There's no waiting for other people. Well, everyone else is eating at 11 a.m., so maybe I should just push off my breakfast even though I'm hungry. No. What? No. I'm hungry. I'm going to eat. If I'm full, I'm not going to just eat because other people are eating. What date was it? It was Saturday night, and half of my family was, having snacks later on in the evenings, and they actually don't do that often, but anyways. And I was drinking bone broth because I was still full from dinner and I just wanted something warm before bed. I don't just eat because the food's in front of me. I don't just eat because other people are snacking. Are you being influenced by other people? Are you eating just because everyone else is eating? Are you eating just because the food's in front of you? Or are you actually listening to your body? There's no overthinking when it comes to me eating or not eating. I just tune into my body and I'm like, am I hungry? No, I'm full. Okay, so then I'm not going to eat. Do I want something? Because also you can eat when you're not hungry. Like you can have a snack when you're not hungry. There's nothing wrong with that. But I was like, no, I'm actually full. And what I'm at, like my body is literally telling me I want something warm before bed. The decision's simple. No overthinking. I don't care what anyone else is eating. That doesn't impact what I choose to eat. If other people are just having, an apple for a snack, great. I'll be here with, a big bowl of fruit, a few cookies that my mom made, some dates, dark chocolate, because that's what I'm wanting. That's what I'm craving. I listen to my body. I ask myself, what am I craving? What sounds good? And I honor that. If other people are having bread, I don't want bread. I'm not going to have bread. If no one else is having bread, I want bread. I'm going to have bread. Like it actually just gets to be that simple. I really ask myself, what am I craving? What do I want? How much do I want? I don't care if nobody's going up for seconds. If I want more, I'm going to get more. I don't care if people are eating, but I'm not hungry yet. I'll wait. I don't look to see, okay, what is everyone else eating? And then, based off of that, I'm going to decide what I'm going to eat and, how much I'm going to put on my plate. No, I tune into my intuition. I eat exactly what I'm craving with zero judgment. I eat exactly how much I want without judgment. It takes me literally less than a minute to decide what to eat and how much. And truly being decisive with my food choices is why I never think about food. I just don't have time for that. I'm like, this is what I want, so I'm going to have it. You see, when you don't actually eat what you're craving, that's why you're thinking about food, because you really want this, but I probably shouldn't. So then you have something else, and then you're not even satisfied. When I'm at my house, at home, my alarm goes off 5 a.m. So it's not different when I'm away. I'm downstairs working, like it's pitch black outside. I have like turn my flashlight on my phone as I'm like walking down the stairs. I'm downstairs by 5:15 a.m. working out, and then I'm out the door by like 6 a.m. going for a walk. Non-negotiable healthy habits come with me wherever I go. Not out of force, not out of you have to. I love it. I freaking love it. Why would I stop doing something that makes me feel so good? Why would I stop doing something that makes me feel so good just because I'm at a different house? Just because I'm away? That's not an excuse to be like, oh, F it. Like, sure, are things going to look different? Yes. I mean, my parents have like the smallest little baby weights, but it's something. Like, you see, like, I don't get into that mentality. I'm not like, oh, well, it's going to be a shitty workout, so I'm not going to work out. No. Now, here's another thing. I'd also be fine not working out, but I want to. Right? Like, there are times where I go on vacation and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to work out. But that's my choice. I'm intuitive. It's like I'm making this decision from a place of self-love. It's like, no, I actually don't want to work out. And that's fine too, as long as it's your decision. You're not being influenced by like, oh, but I'm away, so like I'm not going to do it. There's a very big difference. The way that I see it is this is really about holding yourself to the standards that you know you're meant to be held to. This is about trusting yourself like the badass that you are every single day, not just when you're at home in your, comfort zone and your days are going like so perfectly as planned, but every single day, no matter what. When you really take on this identity of being somebody who always trusts yourself to eat what you're craving without judgment, when you always move your body from a place of self-love, when you always eat when you're hungry, even if nobody else is eating, even when everyone else is munching and you're like, I don't want anything. When you listen to your body and you choose to eat something when no one else is eating, like that's freedom. When you choose to not eat because you're not hungry, even though everyone else is eating, that's freedom. When you stop eating when you're full, no matter how special your mom's cooking is or how amazing the food is, if you're on vacation or at a friend's house, whatever it is, you're going to have way less urges. Food is not going to be on your mind all day. And you know what? You're not going to have the desire to binge as soon as you get home because you didn't deprive yourself. You didn't push off your hunger. You didn't push off your cravings the entire time you were away. You honored your hunger. So every single time you were hungry, you ate. When you wanted the chocolate and no one else was eating the chocolate, you had it. When everyone else was eating and you were full, you listened to your body. So you continued listening to your body, feeling amazing. So there's no need to go home and be like, I need to get back on track. I never feel like I need to get back on track because I just listen to my body and I tune into my intuition every single day. When you get into the all or nothing mentality and you're like, well, F it, I'm not going to listen to my hunger and fullness cues because I'm probably going to overeat. You're going to overeat. You're going to feel like crap. And then of course you're going to feel like I need to get back on track. I need to when I get home, I won't overeat. And it's just never going to be the case. It's never going to be the case. You can continue getting into the F it mentality every time you're away. Always feeling like I need to restart. I need to get back on track as soon as you get home. And that's what makes it feel so freaking exhausting and draining. It's like, oh, I put in such hard work when I'm at home and then I say F it. And it's like this exhausting cycle. Or you can choose to have a rock solid badass mindset when you come work with me and become the person who stays consistent no matter what. Not out of force, not out of punishment, but because you love feeling good and because you don't have the all or nothing mentality anymore. There is no I need to do this. It's out of desire. It's out of, I feel so good. The truth is when you feel so good and you really take care of yourself, you're not going to want to stop the habits that make you feel so good. When you don't feel the best, that's when it's actually easier to get into the all or nothing mentality because it's like, oh, I already feel bloated. Oh, I already feel crappy. And this is why I'm such a big believer, especially supporting my clients with conquering binge eating, but also I help them feel like unstoppable badasses in their own skin. I help them master their habits and their routines so they feel so freaking good every single day. And when you feel so good, you don't want to overeat. When you feel so good, you don't want to not work out. You want to work out. You want to go for that walk. You want to go to bed early. You want to get up on your first alarm. You want to do those things because holy moly, I feel so freaking good. This is the mindset. This is the mindset. And it will change absolutely everything for you. I've seen it for myself. I've seen it for so many of my clients who used to spiral into the all or nothing mentality whenever they would, go on vacation or they would have to stay at their parents' house or shit hit the fan and plans went to shit one day. It's like they don't spiral into the all or nothing mentality anymore because they're not trying to be perfect. They're trying to take the best care of themselves. When you're in this perfectionist mindset, oh my Lanta. Andrew hates when I say that. He's like, what does that even mean? I'm like, it's just a phrase. I don't know. But when you're in this perfectionist mindset, everything needs to be perfect. And if one thing doesn't go as perfectly planned, you throw in the towel. Of course, you're going to feel crappy and you're going to overeat and you're going to binge. Compared to you do things because you love yourself, you respect yourself, you want to take the best care of yourself. If you have that mindset and something doesn't go as planned or, you eat foods that don't make you feel good, you don't throw in the towel because the goal is I still want to take the best care of myself. So just because that food didn't make me feel good doesn't mean I'm going to make myself feel crappy for the next 7 days. This mindset is everything. It's why I don't binge. It's why my clients don't binge. It's why I feel amazing in my own skin. My clients are feeling better in their own skin. This is it. The mindset piece is so, so, so important. You have to let go of the all or nothing mentality. You have to hold yourself to a higher standard. You have to treat yourself like the badass that you are, who doesn't just say, F it, I'm away. So yeah, I'm probably going to overeat. I'm probably going to feel like crap. No, you don't have to live that way. You got to feel so freaking good no matter where you are, who you're with, if you're away from home, if you're at your parents, if the situation isn't the best. I could make 1,000,001 excuses oh, well, I'm not going to feel the best this week because of XYZ. But I don't do that. I don't make excuses. I'm like, I'm in charge of how I feel. So how do I want to feel? Okay, I want to feel incredible. Okay, so let's get up on our first alarm. Let's go downstairs. Let's work out. Let's go go out the door, go for a walk first thing in the morning. Let's, stay consistent with the habits. Oh, okay, it's getting close to bedtime. Let's go to bed. Like, yeah, you do need to, you do need to be mindful. And I hate the word motivated. Like, no, F that. No, you don't have to be motivated. You have to be disciplined and hold yourself to the standard that you're meant to be held to. Because you're a freaking badass, and badasses take really freaking good care of themselves. So, adios amigos, all or nothing mentality. Good freaking bye. And hello to the high standards that you have for yourself, feeling so freaking good every single day, no matter freaking